Manager catches customer leaving a $2,000 tip on a $48.76 bill and knows just what to do. There are some pretty silly things that go viral on social media and some trends that are less than good for your health. Cue the Tide Pod Challenge. People enjoy following and performing these challenges, especially if they can get a good post out of it. Luckily, the latest trend is a super feel-good one that everyone will enjoy. For most servers, their job is a way to make ends meet, and definitely not a way to get rich quick. Until now, that is. The latest hashtag challenge is called the Tip the Bill or Tip the Bill Challenge. It's a way for anyone to participate in the fun, spread the love, and feel great at the same time. The challenge involves ordering anything you like from the menu, and when the bill arrives, leaving 100% gratuity. But some people have taken it further, a lot further, and it couldn't come at a better time either. People are in a tipping slump. Some studies are showing that almost 50% of all diners have no idea how much they should be tipping. So, what's the right amount? If you didn't already know it, between 15% and 20% is the recommended amount you should budget for when dining out. But people participating in this challenge are upping the ante, like this regular at Blue 4, a restaurant in Upper Northwest Washington. Christopher Nardelli, owner of the 4-year-old restaurant, said the customer lives in the area and frequents the bar a few times a month. His favorite item on the menu is most definitely the gumbo, which features a chicken and andouille sausage base with a dark roux paired with an Old Chub Scotch ale. Occasionally, Christopher and the chef, James Turner, emailed over food pairings to keep customers informed of new happenings at the restaurant. And recently, James even went so far as to email the patron personally, asking him for advance notice on the next time he would be in the restaurant so he could make the gumbo he liked. They finished their food and drinks and got the bill, paid, and left, but it wasn't until later that anyone noticed something unusual. Well, after the guests had left, Laura Daly, the bartender, noticed the bill on the table. He's known as a regular who favors the gumbo and is a good, generous tipper. But this went way beyond that. The 3 staff were stunned that anyone could leave such a gigantic tip on a $93 bill. Laura had picked up the bill as everyone else was cleaning up and getting ready to close. But when she peeked inside, she immediately went to get Chris. But the owner, bartender, and chef at the restaurant on Connecticut Avenue said they were shocked when the patron left a really, really big tip, $2,000 on a $93 bill. I was in utter daze, she said. I was completely speechless. I had to do a double take. Laura went to her boss and said, "We need to talk." The two went back to his office and showed him the receipt. "I didn't know what to say," Chris recalled. "This is the kind of stuff you see in the restaurant business that happens to some guy in the Midwest or the West Coast," he said. "You think, who are these people who can give this extraordinarily generous tip that just made a server or bartender's day?" And then, sure enough, it happened to us. Along with the credit card slip showing the $2,000 tip was a note including details of how it should be divided among the 3. $1,000 for Chef James and $500 each for Laura and Chris. But just what was the reason for someone to leave such an incredibly large tip? The next day, Chris sent a thank you email to the man and got the explanation for the crazy tip. He said he's very happy with what we've built and that he's proud to be a customer. Chris said. The patron also said in the email, "I'm very happy to express my gratitude in that way." Each person is using their sudden windfall wisely too, Chris said. He plans to use his money to help offset his toddler's monthly daycare bill and believes that James will spend his money on his family as well. While Laura, a 29-year-old Silver Spring resident, she plans to use her $500 to pay for a summer class at Montgomery College. She's working to become an occupational therapist. "It's flattering," he said. "It's nice to see somebody appreciate what we do and they're willing to leave something like that for us. It's hard to believe anyone deserves a tip like that, Chris said, followed by Laura, who said in her 10 years of working on and off as a hostess, server, or bartender, she has never gotten a tip this big. Never. And a note on the back of the bill, thank you for the gumbo.